Hello guys, it's good to be back again. Today's video I want to talk about this issue of Mohbad, the death of that young man, all right, that is trending online in the past week, all right. I want to state my own opinion about this whole thing, and I will still come around the issue on the side of investigation, all right, because I have a background of investigation, all right. That was a part of the program that I studied in school, so I have ideas on how investigations work, all right. This issue of Mohbad, he died, he was buried, and his body was dug up again, for investigation. Um, I know people are fighting for justice for Mohbad. A lot of people have showed love. They have showed interest in the case. Everyone wants justice for him, which is a good thing. All right, but investigations in Nigeria is somehow. Let me just put it that way. You know, they are. I will not say they are not trained to investigate. They are trained to investigate, but they don't. They don't do the job efficiently. In most cases, um, they contaminate evidences. They contaminate crime scenes and all that, and they don't follow up cases on time. And these things can affect investigations, right? Um, I've seen on social media how people are saying justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. It's good, it's good. But the pressure that you are putting on police right now, it may make them arrest the wrong person. You know how police in Nigeria behave, like how they do things, right? They don't investigate with only dialogue. They apply force, and they beat the person up. They hang the person so that the person can spill the truth, right? But most times, the people that they arrest and prosecute are the wrong people. Why do I say this? Because they are using force, they are applying force on suspects. In this part of the world, in Toronto, um, when investigation is going on, it's dialogue, purely dialogue, and they will get the truth. The truth is going to come out. There's no way anybody who has committed a crime is going to conceal that truth. Once the investigation commences, they are going to find evidence of what happened, what transpired, how it happened. So many stuff they are going to figure out, because the police over here in Toronto, they are well trained, and I respect them. That's why they call them detectives. That's the main name they call investigators. They call them investigators too, but mostly it's detectives. They can detect anything. Before I move on with the issue of Mohbad, I would tell you guys a little story. This story involves a young girl that was poisoned to death, right? So this young girl, uh, she was living with her mom, and there's a man in that same building that had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend has a daughter, you know, and the girlfriend has two daughters. One was here with her, and the other one was in Tanzania with her husband, right? This girl was married, you know, and this guy showed interest in her and was professing his love to her, and he was telling her to marry him, right? But this girl don't want to marry him, although she was in a relationship with him, but she don't want to be committed because she has a husband uh, back home, right? That she wants to bring here, right? So this guy kept pestering this girl, uh, but the girl kept rebuffing him. You know, she don't want to give in to what he was saying, like to be committed so that they can get married and all that, so that she can forget her husband completely in Tanzania. But something happened. So as this girl rejected this guy's proposal, this guy was bitter, you know, and this guy was planning something else in his heart, you know. All he wanted to do was to get rid of the woman because she rejected his proposal, you know. And on one fateful day, that little child that I mentioned before, that lives in the same building with this man and woman, this little child's mom was going out and brought the child to stay with two these two couples. Like they were not married, but they were living together, right? And this man, out of anger, um, took something from his workplace. Um, they call it what they call sodium nitrates, and he this guy put it in the Syria. You know, he was trying to poison the woman that rejected his offer, right? The little child that came for babysitting that they brought for that lady to babysit, um, that little child was not the intended target, you know, but the woman that he was in a casual relationship with was the main target. But unfortunately, as the child came in, um, the child ate from that cereal that this guy poisoned, right? And this child, both children ate from it because that woman that was in a relationship with the man had a little child too. Like I said before, she had two children, one in Tanzania, one was here, right? And the child that they brought for babysitting was there too. So both the children they ate from the cereal, you know, and one of the child died, you know. As she died, one of the other child was affected as well, but um, she was treated and released from the hospital. But the other child that came for babysitting died from the poisoning. Where am I going with this? I'm going to apply this case to the case of Mohbad. You know, you guys just be patient with me, right? So this child died, and no arrest was made. You know, investigation commenced. You know, they commenced investigation. You know, they found that first they did an autopsy on the child, and they found out that they found sodium nitrates in her system. You know, as the cause of death, right? So they were not tracing where that sodium nitrates came from. You see, that's why I said in this part of the world they take their time, but they know exactly what they are doing, right? So they took that. They were now looking for where this sodium nitrate came from. You know, they started looking for those people that were close to the child. They started searching where they work, right? um, they now discovered after after 3 months, after 3 or 4 months, that it was that man that was asking that lady to be committed to her so that they can get married that poisoned the cereal. How did they find out? They went to the workplace. Um, they questioned the workers there, and initially the guy denied that he has nothing to do with any sodium nitrates, right? But as the investigation was going on, they now found out that it was this guy that poisoned the cereal, right? What I'm saying here is that um, it was after 3 months, 3 to 4 months, that they made the initial arrest. They were investigating all this while, but after months, they made the arrest. Over here, they don't just arrest people like that. There has to be enough evidence to be able to back their claim, right? This guy was arrested and questioned. He still denied and all that. It was recently that this guy admitted that he was the one that poisoned the cereal. He was the one. He took that sodium nitrate from workplace and poisoned the cereal with the intention of killing the woman that he was asking to commit to him. Because the woman refused, he wanted to take her life. You see, investigation is something that is very, very critical. You know, this is where we apply it to the case of Mohbad. You know, I know people are angry, people are worried, people want justice and all that, but this thing is going to take time. If this pressure is too much on the police, they are going to arrest innocent people, and they're going to make innocent people pay for this crime, because the way investigation works in Nigeria is quite different, right? They use force, they use brutality and all that for their investigation, right? So in this case of Mohbad, we are not sure how Nigerian police are going to be able to handle this kind of case. First, all the people that were mentioned in this case are suspects. Like, they are suspects, you know. So all these people have to be brought into the station and questioned, right? So, like the story I just told you, this little girl, nobody suspected that that guy would be the person that poisoned that cereal. Nobody knew that. So this case of Mohbad is still going to be, it's still going to take time for them to find out who actually killed him. But first, they have to conduct an autopsy on that body to see if he died of poison or any other thing. This investigation is going to take long process, and what I'm trying to say is that people should remain calm and let the police carry out their investigation properly. But my fear right now is that, are they going to do it well? Are they going to carry out this investigation well? Are they going to do it the way it should be done? That is my fear. So, Mohbad's case is a very sad one, you know, and everybody wants justice. All right? So, this investigation should be handled properly so that they will not make any mistakes. They've already made the mistake already anyways, because his body was buried without them carrying out an autopsy. That is an error right there. He was not supposed to be buried first before autopsy. Now they dug him out. So I don't know how they're going to, they will still find out though. Also autopsy can still be conducted. All right. So the Nigerian police should really work on this case, because this is a very, very sensitive case. And most people in Nigeria are interested. So Nigerian police should do the right thing to bring all these people that were mentioned in the case, so that they can interview or interrogate them concerning the death of Mohbad. All right. This brings me to the end of this video. If this is your first time of coming across my video, please like, comment, share, and follow my page for more videos. I will see you next time on my video. Have a nice day, and God bless.